peace. Welcome to the Scrap and Roll MMA podcast. I'm your host, Sky. We got your host, Jason, Ron in the building. Let's go. Aaron's name makes us call him Ron. Like, just like how we call Geoff Neal Geoff instead of Jeff, it's Ron.
But it's a little bit disrespectful because I got two R's, so you got to put the little stutter on it. It's got to be Ron.
Oh, I like it.
A little DJ scratch.
Stada. Hey, real fast, if you just scrolling by our channel, go ahead and hit that boom, subscribe button. Like and subscribe. Helps out enormous in the algorithm. Please and thank you.
It's the only place to be. I know I went on a rant a couple weeks ago, but it's truly embarrassing if you like fights and you stumble across, you find this, like, come on. Support actual people who like actual fighting.
Yes.
Normalize our channel.
Real quick, let's go into pause. Let's take a look at last week's card very quickly because it's nothing that we need to go over.
You said normalize anal. You said let's get into it. All right.
Nuts. Jamal Hill got 50-45.
Who cares? Keep going.
No, I care. Jamal Hill is the most overrated piece of fucking garbage to ever grace a television screen.
He's
I
not
am
overrated.
so tired of this dude existing in a world that I live in.
Damn.
That's all I got to say about that.
I don't even want to talk about this guy. There's nothing worth talking about. We have so much to get to today on the pod.
We do. Is there anything on this fight card that you're absolutely dying to talk about?
Yes. No. I had a thought earlier.
That was different.
Rafael Fiziev fights very sexually.
Whoa.
And I get aroused every time.
Walk me through it.
He is my clear number 2 favorite fighter. He's got great hips. Like, everything he does is so calculated in a way that's like, obviously the 2 Gaethje fights, he got outclassed. He was working the body. He was doing everything, but sometimes, bro, it's like when you bag a super hot chick, you just get in your head a little bit. But his performance impressed me so much, especially after the stench that's kind of been on him. I am so excited and so happy for that dude. He deserves the world, and I'm just bigger and better things on the way. Shout out Fizzy. Proud of you, my boy.
Straight up. It was a great performance by him. He needed that bounce back. Which one of these girl fights was it? The second one with Mullins that was like a banger?
The second one. It was the second one. The first round and a half of that was a street fight.
No, that was a banger.
Yeah. Oh, you're right. The actual street fight was scroll up. Forget their names. Who took all of the
Nicholas Mata and Nazim.
That was a straight, we about to go in this room and only one of us is walking out. So I'll give props to that. Overall, though, I don't give a fuck. I'm ready to talk about it.
They had a nice little home cooking with Tagir.
That's a fact.
Azat won that fight, but the good old home cooking. Hey.
Sometimes you need a good home cooked meal. Stick to the ribs.
And listen, sometimes you gotta throw that in. I can't remember what fight it was. Oh, it was I think it was Pantoja versus Brandon Moreno, and I was like, we was here in Vegas. I'm like, give a little home cooking. Like, how come I can never get the home cooked meals? Like, it always gotta be the fucking takeout. It always gotta be the bullshit ass, decisions that I don't care nothing about.
Exactly. It's like when you DoorDash French fries. It's like it sounds good until they get there, and it's soggy as shit.
Soggy as shit.
I've never used DoorDash in my life.
That's because you live where nobody else does.
Let's get into it. The reason why we're here.
This is not the reason why I'm here, but we definitely can talk about it.
Oh,
John Jones retired.
No.
I got to get my shit off about John Jones, bro. But I mean,
that's probably going to take up the whole end segment. So let's get to this. Let you marinate a little bit.
Does this feel like International Fight Week? Let's start off there.
Yes, minus the yes part.
It's rough.
I don't know, bro. You can't put the toothpaste back in the tube, and they blown their load already.
Shout out to the early blowers. I know.
Um, I think that there has been less priority on International Fight Week, more priority on cities that are paying the UFC to come there. Obviously, Vegas is not. Um, Cities like Miami, Abu Dhabi. Obviously, that's a different country.
Fucking Newark.
Um,
Salt Lake
Newark,
City.
Salt Lake City is paying. You know, you can clearly tell the places that are paying for business. You know, like paying for beep,
For what?
pussy.
Oh.
Vagina. That's a foreign concept for you.
Oh.
Look it up. I've always called it beaver. Um, so, and I think unfortunately, like they're just not putting priority on International Fight Week like they used to. And do they have to? This shit ass card is pretty much sold out.
That's terrible. So I think right, like before the start of this week, people were like obviously people were definitely talking about the main event. But the overall card, no one was talking about at all. Like until you brought it up right now, I forgot that my guy Money Mancado was even fighting on the fucking thing. But then obviously you got that solar eclipse called John Jones, right? Who even takes away so much of the spotlight on International Fight Weekend just to be focused in on him.
He
That
did
being
that
said,
shit on purpose for sure.
which part of the DUI and leaving a scene again?
See, we'll get into that
We're
later.
gonna get into that.
That's a sketchy situation, but I don't
John
know.
Jones is the definition of a sketchy human.
Well, absolutely, I agree with you on that front. But to be brutally honest, like there's two main factors to this main event that bother me a little bit. The first one is Ilia Topuria is not the star they think he is.
What?
People do not care about him. Casual fans do not care about Ilia Topuria.
Okay, I'll give you that.
That's cap.
It's not cap.
That is
Listen to
cap.
what he said. Casual fans.
I heard what he said. That's cap.
Casual fans do not know who the hell that is.
Casual fans love Ilia Topuria. And what I mean by casual fans, see, your problem with y'all is y'all think America is the world. It's not the world, right? It's
You're
North
absolutely
UFC's
America.
bread and
correct.
butter.
You are
It's
absolutely correct in saying that America is not the world. But I guarantee you, the people spending the largest amount of dollars to watch fights are in the world we live in.
I doubt it.
I know for a fact, bro.
I doubt it because me and Scott was talking about this earlier. Pay-per-view prices in Europe are different. I know because I speak from experience. There, you can order it, verified, $20. Ilia
Exactly.
Topuria
And you
is
got
an
dumb motherfuckers here paying $80.
who's paying who's pay, besides the people on this pod. Who's paying $80 to $100
Exactly.
for it?
Gotta pay.
Besides the people on this
Every
pod.
restaurant and sports bar in the country, bro. And that's more than a podunk town in Portugal.
Most bars don't got that on specialties.
Maybe where you live.
I mean, it's just the fifth
Listen.
largest city in America.
Listen.
The largest city in America?
Fifth largest city in America.
Oh, I was like, hold on a damn minute.
Listen, I do agree that the casual fan does not know who Ilia Topuria is. They would know Charles before they knew Ilia.
That's cap.
100%. And that brings me
Casual
to my
fans in
second
the
point.
U.S.
That brings me to my second point. And if I'm wrong about Ilya, like that's yet to be determined. To be
I
brutally honest.
determined it.
Well, you've been wrong before, and this
I
definitely is not going to
am.
be the last time.
I am a adjudicator. Trust me.
Oh,
You
jeez.
were,
Adjudicator.
yeah, an adjudicator that's never seen an educator.
Because I do the
Anyways, my second
educating.
point is Charles is so unreliable
He is.
that every time he fights, there's this cloud of maybe he misses weight. He's the only champion to ever be stripped of a belt for missing weight. And
Disgusting.
I know he's done it before. He's made championship weight, but he's getting older. And I think that's a real possibility.
So I'm going to ask you a question. Define unreliable. Like in what
Well, he's
aspect?
quit the most in UFC history, for one. He's an
I don't know.
unbelievable quitter.
Sean O'Malley is catching up quickly.
Stop. We're not gonna take jabs at Sean right now. Let's
No, that's
stay on
fine. That's
topic.
why I'm saying Sean's a bigger star than Ilya, and you just proved it.
That's
Now,
cat.
now that's a fact.
That's not a fact.
That's a
Casual
fact.
fan. We're talking about casual. We're the casual
I'm an
fan.
adjudicator.
I'm talking about casuals. Y'all don't really understand how big of a star Iliad is in all of Europe.
He's not, bro. He pays for Instagram followers.
Stop.
He bought a BMF belt.
Stop. Stop the hate. I understand he's killed y'all's whoever's.
It has nothing to do with that, bro, because Sean starches Ilya.
Bro, not on his best day.
we gotta stay on topic.
We got to stay on topic.
That's fair. No. Do you really though think that Sean can compete at all? He wouldn't last a fucking round.
I know he could compete. At his best, he could compete.
Sky.
Do I
Do
think he
you,
wins? Maybe.
bro?
Probably not. And you know what? That's fine. Like I'm full in the minority here, which is for the first time.
literally.
But sometimes you just gotta believe in your guys, man.
You
And what
always
I've
have to
seen
believe in
from
your
Sean
guys.
against guys that I don't know, man. Like I'm still not sold on Ilya.
Stop it.
I'm not.
You're being ridiculous.
I'm not being ridiculous,
No.
bro.
You are being ridiculous. Sky, can you chime in here? That's ridiculous. What do you mean you're not
No,
sold?
I mean I can't argue on him not being sold because that's his own thought and opinion. I unfortunately am sold on him,
Yeah.
and there's nothing I want more than to see him laid out on the floor convulsing. Okay, I want him to look the way that Bryce Mitchell did after Josh Allen knocked him out. Unfortunately,
Josh Allen, the quarterback of the Buffalo Bills.
Did I say Josh Allen? My bad.
And just so we know, right? Because y'all out here spewing,
So you have no idea how to do.
spewing these lies, falsities. If you can just based on Instagram, Ilya has 9 million followers. Sean, Sugar Sean, 4.6. Stop fucking
Look
playing
what
with
the
Ilia
moneymaker
Topuria.
bitch do.
Casuals love Ilia Topuria.
No,
they don't, bro. Because I bought my TikTok followers.
2 to 1. 2 to 1. 2 to 1 followers. 2 to 1.
No.
That's fine. That's cool, bro. You could have 9 million if you got the bread for it.
What's the barometer then that we're using?
Khabib has millions.
Number one, brother.
How
Undefeated,
much is
never
Russia?
lost. My goat.
How many live in Russia compared to Ireland?
Russia. I don't remember what he said, but that shit was hilarious.
All I'm saying is that, like, if followers are the barometer, then we've got a problem.
Well, let me ask this question, okay? Because I'm not sold at all on Ilya, and him beating Charles doesn't move the needle for me as much as it may for other people. Because I feel like lightweight, the violence triangle, it just is what it is. Ilya versus Islam would be the biggest ass whooping in the history of ass whoopings. Islam would beat him to a pulp.
You are being absolutely absurd, right?
No, it's
first of all, good job of deflecting that Ilya fucking has Sean getting woken up, right, from consciousness, right?
Hey, who?
But also, if Ilya fights Sean O'Malley has to get woken up by the referee.
Because we're talking about a 135er against a 155er, right?
I'm just saying if they throw hands. It was a
You're
145er.
Right, bro. Honestly, like, if they fought at 145, I think it goes a lot different than the way you think it does. But yeah, if Sean's 135 and Ilya's 155, I give you that. That's a good point.
Doesn't matter. Any day of the week, Ilya still knocks him out completely.
Okay.
Also, what the fuck are you talking about, Aaron? If he beats Charles, it doesn't do anything for you. You act like Charles.
I did not say that. I did not say that.
That's literally what you said.
What I said was it doesn't do as much for me as it does for y'all because Charles has a stench on him, in my opinion.
Of champion?
Of quitter?
Of champion?
Of can't make weight?
Of champion?
Of lost to Islam?
Champion.
Justin?
How many times has this man got to quit?
My bad.
Champion.
Quitter.
That's what y'all were on the high horse last week. See, I keep receipts, okay?
So he's a champion, but he beat a bunch of guys who were
numerous,
never the champion. Who did he beat for the belt?
numerous time
Who
champion,
did he beat for the belt?
numerous time
No
champion,
one. Charles.
Who
I
did
mean,
he
he
beat
beat
for the
Michael
belt?
Chandler.
Who did he defend it against the first time?
Nobody.
numerous time
Nobody.
champion,
Who did he defend it against the second time? Oh wait, he didn't because he got stripped.
Yeah, he has no title defense. Him and
numerous time
Bilal are number
champion,
one brothers.
numerous time champion. Taking out Charles is enormous.
Numerous time champion. He beat somebody who wasn't the champion, beat another guy who could never be the champion, and then did it again but couldn't make weight.
I never heard someone just try. Vinny, where are you at? This dude throwing shade on Charles Du Bronx Oliveira. That's crazy, bro.
Charles do not want to make weight Oliveira.
That's crazy. That's blasphemous. You're coming off as a casual. You're moving the goalposts.
You know what?
He did defend against Dustin. He has one defense. He defended against
That wasn't
Dustin.
a real, that's fine. Once again, not a champion. He got one of those Mickey Mouse belts that Jace cares so much about.
As y'all try to say, it only matters if you're the real champion. Well, he was the quote-unquote real champion in numerous times.
That's all I got to say. Sean O'Malley got the same amount of title defenses as Charles Oliveira.
Why are we talking about Sean O'Malley?
I don't know. You tell me. You brought him up.
He's a loser.
Yeah, I'll give you that one.
Fair. So, back on topic.
Mm-hmm.
Sky, can you bring up the card, please?
Sorry. I had us up.
You're good.
All right.
Can you start from the bottom?
Started from the bottom.
We
got black on black crime.
That's crazy.
We don't know who these people with. They just added people to try and fill in this card because there's nobody on this damn card. Like I hit Jace up last week and was like, "There's 8 people showing for this card. Like
8 fights total.
This is craziness. Like no one cares. First of all, I find it disrespectful they got Nico Price on the early prelims.
Yeah, that's tough.
Nico, who went out there and got his ass knocked out by what's our boy's name that retired on top? Come on.
GSP?
Nah, an actual champion.
GSP was an actual champion who retired on top.
We're not talking about GSP. We're talking about Nico against Robbie Lawler. Went out there, he took one for the team, got knocked out by Robbie Lawler.
That's a fact.
In his retirement fight. That was nasty. We were there live, huh, Jace? Were you there with me for that fight?
Maybe. No. I've never seen Robbie before in person.
Oh, okay.
It was your other brother.
But I think it's crazy they got him. I think it's crazy they got Nico on the early prelims. Terrence McKinney against Slava Claus. That's cool. I mean,
and shout out my boy T-Rex. Shout out Jay as well. Shout out Zombie Man Jay. Y'all hit him with a follow.
Yeah, we love Zombie Man Jay. It's been a minute.
Terrence McKinney's about to get fucked.
Haas.
I don't know, man. T-Rex, he seemed like a good dude, and I think he's finally in a camp that's going to support him and get him where he need to go.
I can see him getting it done. Tracy versus Vivian. This dude right here looks like Dominic Cruz. He looks like Dominic Cruz's little brother. There's a Filipino brother.
Don't disrespect Dominic.
Pull it up on your phone so you can see his face. He looks just like Dominic Cruz.
I can see his face. Listen, I'm not throwing shade to my people. He's from the Philippines, and I'm Filipino.
Cool. And then we got Jack Hermanson, who fights every 6 years, taking on RoboCop. Like that's the undercard. This is the undercard for International Fight Weeks, ladies and gentlemen.
They don't even have like that hot undercard main event on ABC to try to get those extra squeaking ass buys.
Nothing.
That's painful.
You put Jack Hermanson as the headliner?
That's tough. That's real tough.
This is about to eat ass.
And Q Peyton.
Hey, and then it's June, so they had to go with a Pride Month. My guy, Peyton Talbot, taking on Felipe Lima. Like, what's going on? That's how we opening it up?
Pause. That's crazy.
Raw Dog. They tried to put Raw Dog on the prelims when he was going to go up against Manel Cape. And I don't know if y'all remember, like, back in the day when the last time that Brandon was on the prelims, he was like, stop putting me on the fucking prelims. And he was, like, crying at the post-fight
Press
conference.
conference. Yep.
Yeah, against
Oh no,
Joshua
that's
Van,
like
who
the
just
least
fought.
controversial thing one of those guys has said post fight.
That's true. That's true. Joshua Van is coming in 21 days. It's been 21 days since the last fight. He fought on the
That's a
last
cold
pay-per-view.
motherfucker, bro.
Yeah, I'm looking forward to that fight. That's gonna be a good fight. Benil Dariush taking on Money Moicano.
Bro, I'm so tired of Benil Dariush.
Oh yeah, he's a fucking woman beater.
No, he's not.
What?
100%.
No, he's not.
Sky, come on, we
That's
used to
a
watch his
crazy
interviews.
allegation, bro.
Sky, we used to watch his
Jace,
interviews and say the
Jace
exact
just
same thing.
cannot stand Benil
I will
from an
say no.
embedded interview.
I will say this positive about Darius. Your man stands on business. This dude was in the middle of Dubai talking to or Saudi Arabia talking
Talking
about
about Christian.
Jesus. Oh my god! Like
Bro, I'm pretty
nigga,
sure that was the fight before Sean beat Peter.
and he's Iranian, and I'm like, bro,
That's what
like,
I'm
are you
saying.
trying to not make it out of the country? Like that's crazy. Standing on business.
Hey,
That's
bro,
crazy.
look. Some things are deeper than rap.
Hey, could
Facts.
be me.
Jace's guy, Alexandre Pantoja, is taking on Kai
Look,
Car Frogs.
it's not my guy, right? It's just me acknowledging greatness.
You love that guy.
Just acknowledging that he is by far the best 25 currently and probably ever.
You
If you
ride
really
him
think about it.
bareback.
Pause.
You do.
So let me ask y'all this: that we went over the whole card quickly. Scale of 1 to 10, excitement level for the card. Ron,
It's a hard four for me, bro.
hard forward. Damn.
Like a hard four, just like me.
Fair.
I was gonna say 5.
I appreciate it.
I'm gonna say for me, it's probably like a 6.7, but that's yeah, just because I mean I'm like gushing. Shout out to Sour Gushers.
Ugh.
Over what do you mean, bro? Sour Gushers was fucking the shit.
Nobody.
You know what the problem with Sour Gushers is, though, bro? And I'll tell you, this is the same thing with this fight card.
You don't like a flavor explosion in your mouth?
No, see, the flavor explosion seems like such a good idea till you get that bag and they all stuck together and stuck to the plastic, and
There you go.
you just like you trying to dig them out and you just got green baby shit on your hand.
Literally. Shout out to Jackson. Love
Way
you,
to
Shout
son.
call
out
it
to the
back.
boy.
Way to call it
Um,
back.
no, so for me, really, I'd say a 6.7, but I think the headliner, like I'm really intrigued and elated for it. And then obviously I love watching greatness, so watching Pantoja, and then my guy Money Mercado. I want to hear that post fight speech.
Good God, I'm sick of his post-fight speech.
Why?
Cause I've never liked him. He's just rambling about shit.
You gotta realize though, like, you know, Jay, the way his or not Jay, Jace, the way his brain works, it's like he just hears somebody talking really loud, he gets excited. He's like,
Yeah.
I don't know. I know who he voted for this last election.
Who did I vote for? Please.
You know, that's a great question. One of the greatest questions ever, to be honest.
I don't. Who's that supposed to be? I have no idea.
China.
I am to the left of anyone in this room by far.
That's accurate.
Yeah,
That's
Um,
accurate.
you know, I love you, bro. I'm sorry.
So much so that Jace. You know what? We're not gonna get off topic. We're not gonna.
We're not gonna get into that topic because
So much
we
so,
gonna
Jace.
alienate
What?
half the fucking audience.
Listen, sometimes you gotta move people to fuck around. Like I had to tell them on the Instagram. Like they was like this one dude's like he came at me and he was telling me like because I had posted the thing about Cowboy dropping the N-bomb. And you know, a lot of them people on there is cool with it. Like you get to see a lot of the little racist folks in the comments. It's a good time. It's good to know who the people is around you. But this kid, he's like, he said something along the lines of, "Don't bite the hand that feeds you." Because I was
That's
talking
some
about, I was like,
fucking
majority of this
weirdo
fan
shit.
base is Proud Boy, racist ass dudes that like I don't vibe with. I said, first of all, I have a real job. Instagram does not pay me. Instagram don't pay shit for nothing. And second of all, like please move around. If you come to my page and you see my big black, gay ass and it offends you, move the fuck on. Immediately block my page and keep it pushing. I'm not for everybody. Listen, it ain't for everybody. This podcast ain't for everybody.
Nope.
Go on about your business. Like
100%.
shit.
100%.
Y'all listen, move the fuck around. With that being said, let's get our picks. Peyton versus Felipe.
I'm taking Felipe.
I was looking at Felipe, and I wasn't really familiar with him. I want to say he's only had 3 fights in the UFC thus far. 2 fights. This would be his 3rd one. He did beat my guy Miles John, but I'm gonna still go with Peyton. Peyton need that get back.
He's in love. He ain't thinking about fighting. Thinking about Frank. Nah, he ain't focused.
I think there is a lot to be said about the potential superstar preferential treatment. So I feel like regardless of how good the fight may be, how good Lima looks, if it goes to the judges, they're going to give it to Peyton because they look at him as somebody they can build as a star.
Close rounds.
Fighting that home cooking.
Close rounds are leaning towards the guy that's going to make him some money.
Listen,
and no offense, Felipe Lima, he's a great fighter. I just don't think he's going to move the needle like that.
Hey, with some of these judges, it ain't even got to be close. Stop fucking playing. Stop playing.
I'm trying to keep it diplomatic.
Hey, them 30-27s be crazy.
30-27s be crazy. You be listen. Sometimes, right, when they hit you with 30-27s, and I'm like, okay, wait a second. Like, I did just watch this motherfucking fight, right? Like, I did just. I saw a 30-27 the other way. Did they write down the wrong name? Like, you got to question yourself sometimes. Like,
no, facts, dude. Sometimes I feel like I'm living in a complete different reality when those.
Yeah.
Like, it looks like when a fight ends, like a new world begins.
Yeah, facts.
Facts. Who you got, Aaron?
Oh, I got Peyton due to superstar treatment decision. I'll give it a 29-28, but one of the rounds is gonna be way closer, probably leaning towards the other direction, and they're gonna pull some shenanigans.
All right.
Because I do really feel like Peyton Talbot might be falling out of love with the sport. I felt like it was cool for a second, but he didn't really have it.
He getting that Fred Oaks and womp.
Hey, but I'll probably do the same.
Frank got money, man. Frank got money. Brandon Royval taking on Joshua Van. I'm going Brandon Royval.
This is a fucking banger of a fight. Like, Josh Van on 21 days notice. I still think Royval's boxing is going to get it done, but I wouldn't be surprised if Van got it done. But I'm also going to go with Royval.
I don't fuck with Raw Dog anymore. So
yes, you do.
Shout out to my Southeast Asians. I'm going with Joshua Van.
The reason why I'm going with Brandon is because if Joshua had a full fight camp, such as Brandon was already knew he had a fight coming up. I ask this all the time. Anytime there's a short notice fight, when is the last time someone has stepped in on short notice and actually won the fight? It's been years. It's been a really long time, and that's the reason why if they were preparing for each other, I would lean towards Van. But because of that, that's why I'm going with Brandon.
I think that's solid.
Benir Dariush taking on Money Moicano. I think this is a sweep.
Shout out to Shane O'Mac. Here comes the money.
I love that. I'm going Moicano.
What?
What?
I'm shocked, perplexed, awestricken, dumbfounded, befuddled,
I
bedazzled.
Truly do not give a fuck about this fight. So
Me
because
either.
y'all both went Moicano, I'm going Benil.
Damn.
Shout out CEO. I love you, boy.
Hey, shout out to CEO. It's been rough for him. It's been rough being a Benil fan.
He going through it, bro.
Oh, I forgot about that kid.
Yeah, remember he came on?
That's my little brother,
Yeah,
man. I love him
yeah.
to death, bro. Like, shout out to him. I hope Benil gets it done for him.
Me too.
No, I want him in pain and heartache.
Wow, that just like you, huh?
Yes. Misery loves company.
Assuming you're going Moicano?
Yeah, I already said.
Oh,
Shout out to Shane O'Mac. Here comes the money.
And then Alexandra Pantoja taking on Kai Kara.
Yeah, I'll take it, I guess. Kai Kara not ever gonna
Pause.
get over the fucking hump, bro. Like he's the quintessential almost guy. He's getting
Are
He's
you
Justin
calling
and
him?
Justin.
Are
he's
you
getting
no?
49,
Are
46.
are you calling him Mr. Benavides?
Oh, shout out to
Especially since
Joey.
we're talking about 125.
No, all I'm saying is who is Christian's tag team partner?
Edge.
That's what he does to all his fans every time he fights.
Oh shit! See, Aaron is just too quick with it. I'm telling you. I'm going Alexandra Pantoja strictly because what's gonna happen
Greatness.
is Kai Kara is going to crack him, and the moment that Pantoja feels that power, he's going to wrestle fuck him for the rest of the
Exactly. He
fight.
gonna hit him with a wait a damn minute.
It's going to be absolutely boring, like all of Pantoja's fights.
He can't help it that he just outclasses everyone. He's like John Jones back in the day, right? Where he was just so much better than everyone else that it makes it be a boring fight.
Cool, whatever you say.
Champion.
I think he's gonna win. Sure. Hey, whatever. As long as you, I don't know why you don't give him the same treatment that you give Bilal and the rest of the wrestle fuckers.
I don't
Because
know what
that's
you're
all he
talking
does.
about.
That's all he does.
I don't know what you're talking about. He's arguably the most exciting champion that we have in the UFC right now.
Buddy's favorite fighter is Colby Covington. He's talking shit.
Facts.
Whose
Facts.
favorite fighter is Kobe Covington?
Kobe, and Bilal fight the exact same way. One
Stop
does
it.
it standing up, the other one does it laying down. Pause.
Stop it. Stop it.
It's a
Stop the
fact.
madness. Stop the
It's
madness.
okay, bro. One day you'll be consistent with
Is
your takes.
I am Mr. Consistency. Y'all the one that are playing characters. We've talked about this.
Boy.
Sky admitted last month she plays a character on this show.
I don't.
I do
I'm not
not.
playing a character, but I do like to troll.
It's
See, I
show
don't
business,
troll.
baby.
Yeah. It's a podcast. Like, it's supposed to be entertaining.
Hey, I stand on business. I'm a legit 100%. It's the only way I know how to be. You know what I mean? From around the
Buddy
way.
stands on business. He got a store closing sign outside.
It's a rough economy.
Everything up to 50% off.
So everybody going Pantoja, eh?
Yep. So I'm excited to talk about Kai Car Friends winning next week.
Hey, the whole New Zealand, they need it.
Oceania.
Oceania.
That's the region.
Topuria versus Charles. I've said it once, I'll say it again. I want nothing more than to see Ilia Topuria lay down on the floor convulsing. However, I think that he's going to knock Charles Oliveira out late first round or mid third round.
Damn. First round KO. Damn.
Yeah.
I think Charles quits.
Define.
TKO, taps the strikes, GSP style. He's gonna be up against the fence on his ass, and he's gonna say no mas.
No mas.
There's no way. There's no way.
I've seen him quit too many times before, bro.
The
And he's getting older. Like, you're not that guy, pal.
Everyone, comment down below. I want to know: do y'all think that Aaron is being disrespectful towards Du Bronx?
So I'm absolutely being disrespectful towards Du Bronx. No poll needed, bro. This not a democracy. This is a fucking dictatorship.
Emphasize taters.
Are you calling me fat right now?
Tater tots.
You look like you kept tater tots in your pocket, Napoleon Dynamite style.
Voluptuous. Man, listen, I grew up poor. We didn't have tater tots.
Going with?
Honestly, this is like, I'm not even bullshitting. This to me, I think, is an extremely difficult fight to judge. It's easy to, because obviously what Ilia did, how he beat Volk and dismantled Max, it's very easy to just remember that. Like, the last thing I remember seeing is him just standing over Max's lifeless corpse. But
why you gotta be weird about it?
Charles is that dude, man. What's up with the middle fingers, guy?
Dude, if you don't make your fucking prediction.
Because you're being weird, bro. On national television, nobody thinks you funny.
Nobody. No one's laughing.
I know I'm humorous.
I don't know, bro. I seen all the comment sections. It says, shout out to Aaron.
Facts.
If you don't stop.
Hey, shout out my boy CJ. It says, I ain't been on the podcast in 2 months. Jay's talking shit.
Ain't no one worry about that little guy. He's shorter than
Hey,
Ilia.
we see, we're not gonna do this, bro. That's my guy forever.
Shout
I
out to
wouldn't
the
be here
short
if it wasn't for
kings.
CJ.
He did something right.
Oh, thank
Um,
you.
damn, dude.
You
Up,
got to you
I'm,
got to
I'm,
stand on it, man. This
I'm
is
not
stand
gonna
on
lie.
business.
I'm not gonna lie. There's a huge part of me that wants to say fucking Charles.
Okay,
Um,
Say it.
I respect you a lot if you pick Charles.
yeah. Oh fuck.
You're gonna go against your guy?
I can't go against Ilia. I can't. I just can't go against Ilia.
Man,
Yeah, I can't. I
so we
can't
getting
go against
two
Ilia.
title changes. Well, I guess this one was well, not really a title change for the main event, but Kai's winning, Charles is winning. Thanks, guys.
That'd be nuts.
That'd be
Holy
nuts.
Jace,
That'd
we
be
need to hear
nuts.
you say it.
Yeah. Shout out to my nigga Gucci, bro.
Yes, sir, Ski.
As Outcast would say, roses. I'm going with Ilia.
All right.
Yep.
Okay. Now that no. Book it, write it down in ink. I'm just gonna ask a serious question. Do y'all like the roses things? Is it cheesy for you or is it a good gimmick?
I like
Like
it.
I don't pay attention to anything that boy does.
Facts.
I
I
love
don't
it.
give a fuck whether he lives or dies, bro.
Damn.
100%.
Damn, that's wild, bro. That's
100%.
Like I just
wild.
really don't, man. Like we got to witness the greatest lightweight has ever been, and now this is what it is. Like
Shout
I
out to
just,
BJ Penn. I appreciate that.
I
Stop.
just,
Stop.
Who
I
else will we be
just, you
talking
know,
about?
like, and
Stop.
this might age like milk, and it very well could, but I don't know. The lightweight division was the most coveted division for a long time, and now we're at a spot where it's like Islam's gone, bro.
He ran.
He
He
did not
ran.
run. What are we talking
He
about?
ran.
What are we
Okay,
talking about?
because I don't want to see fucking Daniel Cormier fight Demetrius Johnson. That's what it would have been.
He ran.
Please stop.
Number one, brother.
I 100% Sky. I'm not. There's no bullshit here. Uh, no hyperbole. 100%. Think Islam ran away from Ilya.
So you think Ilia is a tougher matchup than JDM?
1,000%.
That's a good question.
I don't even
That's
think
an
that's
actually
debatable.
really good question.
I don't think it's debatable.
I really like that question.
Do
And
you?
I think JDM's a tougher matchup due to
He
size,
is.
but skill wise, Ilya is out of there in a good way. I'm not disrespecting.
Yeah.
I'm taking technique over size any day.
Um,
Okay. There's weight classes for a reason.
exactly.
Fair, but also we're not talking about.
55 and 70 is a big jump. And
That's the
JDM,
biggest jump.
yeah.
Uh, well, not really,
Well,
but I
it's the
get.
same as the other jump.
No, it's 20 pounds is 185 to 205. Math is hard, but
And so am I.
ayo. But no, I honest like I don't even think it's a question. Yo, comment down below who is a harder matchup, Ilya or JD?
I think it's going to be JDM. I don't think that Ilia needed to run away from Ilia Topuria at all. I think that the weight cut, just like how Ilia decided to leave 145, when he could have stayed, he could have fought. He could have fought Diego. He could have fought Mozart. He could have fought any of them other fuckers that are there. He
He could have
didn't.
fought
So
Aljo, the greatest
did
135er
he?
to ever
Did
live.
he run from 145, or did
No,
he get tired of making the weight?
no, he wiped out the division.
No, he didn't.
He
He
wiped
killed the
out
fucking
two
goats of the
guys who have
division.
been
He
in
He
killed the
fought
insane
two
amounts of
goats.
people.
fights.
He sacrificed goats.
No, he didn't
He had
sacrifice
curried
anything.
goat. He curried
Listen,
goat.
Who the
listen.
fuck is he? Azalea Banks?
He killed Max and he beat Volk.
I
What more do you
don't know
want
why
from this dude?
I know that you say those things to like try to like take a jab at me, but like the reality is that he killed Volk and TKO'd Max Holloway.
He
Go back and watch the fight.
dismantled Max Holloway.
He didn't.
Yes, he did. He destroyed him. Scott, when's the last time you went back and watched that fight?
I've watched that fight because I've had to. So
Well, you
yeah,
should watch it
yeah.
more often.
You should actually go back and watch
It
it so you know
wasn't
what the
even
fuck you're
close.
talking
It
about.
wasn't even close.
I
I,
think
I think
Izzy
that
was playing. No, Ilia was playing with him like the old school Looney Tunes where you had like the bird in his hand. You
if
know
this
what I
is you
mean?
guys' first time watching the pod, I'm a massive Max Holloway fan, probably the biggest on the internet. So all that Jason's trying to do is trying to get me riled up, trying to get me to to have this emotional reaction, but it's just not gonna happen. At the end of the day, I can't wait to see Ilia or see what Islam's gonna look like at 170 at his full weight without having to cut and drain himself to death. I think that's gonna
pause.
be interesting. Now let's get on with the John Jones news.
No, real quick. And this might be a hot take, and I hope we get to see it one day. Ilya versus Max is a much different fight at 155.
It is.
No, it's not.
It is.
Yes, it is.
Dead man walking.
All right.
Okay, if that's
Uh,
what you think, but
I'm a huge Max Holloway fan.
No, you're not.
no,
And
you're
stop
not.
saying that. Stop saying it.
I'm an enormous Max Holloway
It
fan.
is just
I
disgusting to
don't
say.
want to see him get hurt again. Right? I don't want his life in jeopardy. And anytime he steps in there with El Matador, his life is in jeopardy. And I don't want that for Max. He's got a lovely wife, a kid to raise. And Ilya takes years off of people's lives. That's just the reality of the situation.
Holy shit.
I feel like the toughest thing for me with Max is that like he has this reputation as a grizzled veteran, but he's only like a year and a half, 2 years older than me. What, he's 32?
Yeah. 33.
But
He
he's
don't
got
even he not even reaching the 35 curse yet.
no, but he's got hours in the cage.
He does have hours in the cage,
And that
which
is
makes you talking all this shit about Ilya beating him in Volk. You gotta stay consistent, Mr. Consistency.
what are you alluding to?
He's got all these hours,
Yes,
so those are super impressive wins, but then you bring that caveat back.
I'm lost. Like, you're not making
That's
any
not
sense.
been the first time.
Like legitimately, you're not making any sense.
What I'm saying is you can't discount and upsize a win like that. You gotta hold it in the road. Max
I'm
has a lot of
saying
hours in the octagon, yes,
yes. Uh-huh.
but if he's got all these hours, of course somebody was gonna crack his chin, right? By your logic.
Well, just by the logic in general.
That's what I'm saying.
Younger, hungry, powerful stud. So them fighting at 155 won't do anything except make Max get hurt even more
That's
because
not
Ilya is
true
not
because you
killing
see
himself
how
cutting down
depleted
weight.
Max is at 145, and it's harder to cut that weight as you get older.
Especially
So,
after he properly bulked up to 55.
so Ilya was killing himself to make 145. We've all acknowledged that.
But their body types are extremely different. This motherfucker's 5'3". Stop it.
Yeah, and over here destroying Max Holloway.
What does
And
that have to do with the weight cut? We're talking about weight cuts.
We're talking
okay,
strictly about
exactly.
the weight cut as you have
Yes,
those hours and as you
exactly.
get older.
Exactly. With the
What
weight
Max
cuts.
did to your boy Justin is
Ilya
way more impressive than what
Justin's
Ilya did to
never been my
Max.
boy. Justin's never been my boy.
I feel like he's
Ever.
from Phoenix.
Never been Mo. He's not from Phoenix. He's from the rural, not the country part of Arizona, the rural part of Arizona. Never been my boy.
What you got against Mexicans?
My favorite people in the world. What you mean?
Justin's Mexican.
Sure.
His grandma's from Mexico. His mom's last name, I think, is Rodriguez or some shit.
Yeah, it sounds good. Could you imagine him out on a campaign trail? Yeah, I'm Mexican. Set on
Yeah.
fire.
He just
Yeah, that's
don't
like
claim
me
it.
saying I'm Cambodian. Like that's just not gonna work.
Hey.
Yeah. So, in all
I just
honesty, like I'm
yeah.
not trying to start shit, but at 155, if they run it back, it's a worse result.
Oh,
It's worse
I
for
are
me.
we
highly
still
disagree.
gonna
I
keep talking
highly
about
disagree.
this? Yeah, we
But
all disagree with Jace. Cool. Can
you
we
two
get
disagree with me. Got it.
cool?
Comment down below.
Can we talk about your guy, the one and only, the GOAT, with another hit and run, threatening cops again? A woman with no underwear, no pants on, inebriated. This is the same
Shrooms,
story, just told on another day.
kind of like U.S. bombing Iran. But anyways, we won't get into that. Yes, absolutely true. Before we even talk about John Jones, I want to talk about Dana White talking about bearing the fucking lead. 15 minutes into the press conference, some random fucking human, oh, what's going on with the heavyweight? Oh yeah, hit us with a by the way.
Mm.
Hey, by the way, I fucked your friend, 2 months ago. What? Like, by the way, yeah, John Jones called us last night and said he retired. In what universe do you casually let that roll off the tongue? If no one brought that up, were you just not going to say anything at all?
That's exactly what it would have been. He would have waited until. Actually, no. Like you're right. I'm surprised he even dropped it there because it would have made a lot of sense to drop it this Saturday's press conference.
Just crazy to me. Let me ask you all this: do you think the UFC has handled the John Jones situation well?
I
I
actually,
do.
I'm happy that they handled it that way. I'm happy that his retirement was in the middle of a card that no one gives a shit about, in the middle of a press conference that people didn't watch, that it was just a throwaway situation. He retired. Fuck him. Fuck him. He doesn't deserve shit. Fuck him.
I also really like the fact that they called his bluff. They offered him this, that, and the third,
Mm-hmm.
maybe knowing that he wouldn't take it. But let's be brutally honest. There's no path to victory for John Jones over Tom Aspinall.
Nope.
Oh
Nope.
damn, Jace froze.
He's there.
Oh, he there right there. I'm sorry. Sorry, Miss Potato Head.
Hey, that's the Timu Steve Harvey. Shout out to
Stop it.
Munib.
Hey, bro, the price is wrong.
Shout out to Happy Gilmore.
Family Feud.
I think the UFC has handled this whole situation. It's a travesty. It's been horrific
Why do you feel
in,
that way?
in every way, shape, and form. First and foremost, because John Jones should have been either forced to defend or stripped fucking 8 months ago. Why we've been doing this fucking merry-go-round? It makes zero sense, right? They have forced other fighters, other champions. Shout out to Aljamain Sterling to fight or vacate.
Oh
Right?
my
John Jones didn't get
fucking
that.
god, bro.
John
Aljo
Jones
just wanted to get paid so he could launch his bitch ass run.
John Jones did not get such treatment. They were letting John
Okay,
Jones do whatever he wanted to.
before you get into your next point, I have a counterpoint on this one.
Okay?
And I don't mean to defend the UFC or Dana, which it's going to sound like I am, but I I can only speak for myself in talking about maybe losing the magic a little bit because it doesn't feel like there's big cards. At the end of the day, anytime John Jones fight, it's a big card.
No, it's not.
It really is.
No, it's not. And this is not a matter of opinion. It's a matter of fact.
I think it's a big deal because
John
there's a
Jones,
lot of a lot of people that I encounter in real life, which I know you probably don't encounter a lot of people in real life,
that's a fact.
but they know who John Jones is.
Yes. The casual. Your
They know
brother
who
knows
John
who John
Jones
Jones
is.
is.
I had a girl ask
Mom
me
knows who
today,
John
what
Jones
who
is.
was that UFC fighter that just retired on top?
Yeah.
And I was like, oh fucking John Jones, fuck John Jones. Like
So
that's a conversation I have in real life in front of people. And so yes, while the fights not might may not be the best or whatever concoction you've created, John Jones does, once again, I hate to use this term again, move the needle in more ways than one.
okay,
But
so my counter to your counter is that John Jones has never been in the top 10 for gates, never been in the top 10 for pay-per-views. So what the fuck are we basing this off of, right? I'm
top 10
talking
for
about,
Gates is Connor.
who's not there? John Jones.
It's hard to compete with John Jones. Let's not do that. I mean,
But
it's
that,
hard to compete with Connor.
John Jones has never been there. He's never been a draw. He's never been a draw. Ever.
I will, but at the same time, Jones Cormier would have been in that top 10 if it would have happened at 200. Or
Shout out
what
to
was it? It
DC.
wasn't 200. What was it?
Shout out to DC.
But all I'm saying is like you hold on to that little bit of hope because he's one of the last guys that might be bigger than the brand.
No way. And not no fucking chance. Now you can say Connor is and was bigger than the brand. Connor was definitely
Connor's
bigger
much
than the
bigger than the
brand,
brand.
right? But John Jones has never been in that realm because he's never been it. He's never had it, right?
Real quick, that has nothing to do with what you guys are talking about. 21 Savage, aka Cedricus Dumas, is off of this card that he was supposed to be on because he couldn't get his ankle monitor taken off.
I just saw today that he was fighting.
That's the
Yeah.
hardest shit I ever heard.
His he's no longer on the card because he couldn't get his ankle monitor taken off until Thursday.
That's so real.
I love
Sorry, just wanted to change the subject. Go
Shout
ahead.
out to the boy. It's kind of on subject. Ankle monitors and John Jones go hand in hand.
Facts.
it. That's a fact.
Well,
Hey,
supposedly he like broke into someone's house and beat up a girl. Is that true? Is that what the charge is?
I don't know, but if
That's
that
very
is the case,
bro.
That's
You
very
gotta
John
stop calling
Jones.
him
John Jones.
fucking
hey, if
21
that's
Savage. That's
if
just
that-
John Jones Jr.
If that is the case, I hope he gets a raw dogged in prison.
I don't think he's
Big
going
style, the long way.
the long
Facts.
way. You gonna eat your cornbread? At the end of the day, when John Jones came back against Cyril Gahn, I want to say that was one of the highest gates of that year. It was here in Vegas. It was one of the highest gates of that year. Because the casual viewer, the casual fan does know John Jones. But ultimately, I just don't give a fuck about John Jones. I just want him to just go away.
So let me ask y'all this then, right? Because I was contemplating this.
Why did you stance up like
John
that?
Jones, who's Sky?
No, you.
Because I'm a broad back, bro. I got all this
Big bag.
muscle.
Bro,
I know you don't know what that
SpongeBob
is.
right now.
I know you don't know what that is, but for some of us who actually are athletic and take pride in the gym,
I'll beat you at any sport.
bro. Not on your best day, you can't beat me.
Bro,
at
I
anything.
beat you at any sport on my worst day. You
Bro,
right. You
on
right.
on everything I love, you can't beat me in anything.
On
Seriously,
everything I love, bro, we could go through a gauntlet. I'll beat you at every fucking task.
Hey,
bro. Listen,
wait, when y'all coming to Vegas?
listen. There's levels to
Bigger,
this.
faster, stronger. That's
You're
all I got to
not
say.
bigger than me. You're not faster than me. You're not stronger than me.
I'm bigger than you, faster than you, and stronger than
No,
you.
bro. No chance. No chance.
That's what you got.
You can beat me in anything, bro.
Bro, I do
Anything.
everything.
Are we gonna run this in
Bro,
October?
I'll beat you in tiddlywink. Stop playing with me.
Bro,
Aren't we gonna run this in October?
I'm going to
He
beat
doesn't
you at
want it.
sorry and make you apologize.
He don't want it. He don't want it.
I need it.
Bars. That was bars right there.
Man, that was recycled bullshit. I'm telling him, there's no fucking chance. You name whatever you want to compete in, I destroy you.
No, bro. If that's how you feel, that's how you feel. But we both know the truth.
No. That's how that's what I know.
That's how I know.
That's how I know.
That's what you was about to say.
That's how I know. I do what I do.
Okay.
It doesn't matter what you
guys
bring. I know
comment
that I'm
down
great.
below. Who do you think wins in a race?
Bigger,
Let's just say
faster,
a race
stronger.
between
A race?
Jace and Aaron.
There's no chance Aaron beats me. I'll give him a head start. There's no way.
I'm the fucking people's champ, bro. Shout out Paul Wall.
Hey, shout out to Paul Wall.
No chance. So let me ask y'all this. This is a fascinating question that the kids from the underground was talking about.
Oh, of course.
Yes, which is did John Jones move to heavyweight actually hurt his legacy?
Did GSP's move to middleweight hurt his legacy?
Can you just answer the question and not with the question?
I think John Jones clearly ducking Tom Aspinall hurts his legacy.
So you think him moving to heavyweight actually hurt his legacy?
I think it hurt his legacy a ton, especially because he ducked the second Dominic Reyes fight too.
He did. That's why he left light heavy. He didn't want the smoke.
So all bullshit aside, I actually think that's a great question, a fascinating question. And it was not mine. I give credit where credit is due. It was not mine. I just saw people talking about it, and I was really contemplating it. You know what I mean? Because like, how do you go up a division? You know what I mean? Move up in weight, and heavyweight is actually the largest gap because that's 60 pounds.
But it's also the easiest gap.
But let's be real. He also ducked Francis. He sat out 3 fucking years fucking around, bullshitting.
And it was
I'm
like,
not.
okay, cool, I'm gonna fight Stipe. That
Francis
sounds good.
left, and then he decided to come back.
I'm not disputing it. I'm just
The
saying in
man's a
general.
fucking duck. I'm
I mean,
over it.
I think it's fascinating, right? Because they said he retired, but just in November, he was campaigning to fight Alex Pereira,
Yeah.
right? To doing everything he can to garner and to generate interest, right? And even this past week before he quote unquote retired, right? He was like, "Oh, book me and Francis,"
Yep.
campaigning out there for it again on Twitter, interview saying how much he wanted to fight Ngannou. Obviously, didn't want anything to do with the boogeyman, Tommy Aspinall, you know what I mean? But I think it's weird that someone is moving up in weight, gets that title, and for me, it actually hurts his legacy.
Yeah, it
And
I
if
does.
agree.
UFC ever talks about him being the longest reigning heavyweight champion, I'm gonna lose my fucking mind. I'm gonna lose my mind. Have a fucking conniption
You
if they
gotta
ever
realize
say
though,
that.
like if somebody's bringing up longest reigning anything in MMA, like that pales in comparison to most title defenses. Like nobody's really bringing up longest reigning; they're bringing up title defenses. And if
hundred
you're
percent.
bringing up longest reigning, then there's a word for that, and it
Yeah.
starts with a C.
Unless
Hmm.
unless unless it coincides with defenses.
If it coincides with defenses, absolutely.
Yeah.
Unless you're GSP, in which case you're fraudulent.
Lies.
All respect to the champions who defend and fight. Like, I don't really fuck with Volk, but Volk was out there fighting, Izzy was out there fighting, Kamara was out there fighting. Like, these champions were active and they were out there fucking fighting. And that's where I'm gonna put my respect. Like, these people that's just sitting on the belt, they can eat ass.
Big
Real
facts.
fast, I just thought of this question right now, right? I want y'all to both sum up John Jones' career in one word, and it cannot be duck.
Cuck.
Uh,
Sorry, the lamp was right there.
it was too. What do you really
Um,
got to
It's
say
a
though?
tough question. It's a tough question.
disappointing.
Disappointing. That's fair. That's fair for numerous reasons.
Yes. Every time I look up, he's fucking disappointing. Like what his career could have been without the steroids, without the all the shit that happened outside of the octagon. It's just like he's a big fucking disappointment.
Is he a bigger what if than Zabit?
No.
What if, bro? Is the beat?
That's a fair
Zabit looking
question.
like that
It's not
dude.
a fair question because John Jones did. Zabit gets talked
Yeah.
about.
Yeah.
And
Yeah,
Zabit's a good human being
but
as
it's
well. I don't
also
want to disrespect Zabit
what
at
if
all.
John Jones was actually the shit that he tried to sell us for the first 8 years?
I look at Zabit in a complete different light,
Hold
and
on,
we
hold
don't
on,
have
hold
to
on,
get
hold on,
onto
hold on,
this.
hold on. Hey, Aaron, one
Yeah.
word to describe John Jones' entire career.
Polarizing.
Good word.
There are so many people that love John Jones for the resume. It's kind of the and I'll be brutally honest. It's kind of the character I play when I talk about Khabib because Khabib was 29-0, never lost. But there are some caveats involved. Khabib's also polarizing, but for a complete different reason. John Jones, and I'll be once again like to bring nostalgia into it. John Jones, the first pay per view I ever bought with my own money that I earned was to watch John Jones fight Ryan Bader. I
Ryan
love
Master
John Jones. I was a
Bader.
sophomore in high school. I love John Jones. I thought he was the next fucking guy. He was the one. And I was right, but at what cost?
Yep.
There are
Valid.
a lot of people that look at John Jones as the GOAT, and there's an argument to be made. There's a lot of people that look at John Jones as how we feel, which is fucking disappointing. It didn't have to be this way. You didn't have to be the person that you are.
And you would think that over time he would learn. And that's the whole thing. Like,
That
it's not
DC interview aged like fucking like a fucking
the
black woman,
finest of
bro.
wines. The finest of wine. DC read him for filth. He's still just a terrible human being. Just like I told him when he hopped on my Instagram comments. Like, you are a terrible human being. You're a fucking scumbag. You're a
Scumbag.
scumbag.
Like the definition. Look up
Exactly.
in the dictionary, see a picture, John Jones images. It's under scumbag.
Yeah. Did
Like,
you
he's a
hear the
piece
things
of
that he was
fucking
saying to the
garbage, bro.
cop?
But he is a unbelievably talented piece of garbage. And unfortunately, in the world we live in, that's a real thing.
I mean, I don't know, and I'm not. This is
I
not
don't. We
me
don't know.
being facetious. I don't know how talented because he popped for PEDs,
Yeah.
right? And we
Just like
know.
TJ.
Hold on,
I mean, just like TJ.
and we know, and this is through him actually saying it, right? He is hidden from USADA. Now he said it was because he was smoking weed, but do I actually believe
No.
that now? I don't believe that.
No.
You know what the shittiest thing he said was? Like, not the shittiest, but one of the shitty things he said that stands out to me is he said, as John Jones, he's the only reason people know what a picogram is.
That's a fact.
Do you realize that's a weird ass thing to say?
Yeah, it's hella weird.
That's yeah, things you don't want to be associated with.
Exactly.
I
But he
mean,
used it as a badge of honor.
if you're Dana White, are you charging back John Jones for the amount of jaw surgery you're gonna have to get for the past 2 years that he's been sucking him slow?
I don't know,
Throat
Like,
bro,
are
because I
you
cut.
think that
billing
was
John
a
Jones
that
for
was a
that?
mutually beneficial relationship. I feel like I don't know. I feel like they didn't get down like that.
Man, Dana got that A1 sloppy toppy. Like, that was crazy work.
Look,
Bro, how he got no neck but all throat.
Listen.
life goals.
Shout out to Jeff Molina.
Shout out
Exactly.
to my nigga Gucci.
With that being said, you guys, by the time we come back next week, I'm pretty sure John Jones will be in some more fucking bullshit.
John
But
Jones has got to go to jail. Like
he,
like
he
how does
needs
he
to.
not do draw? Like how has he not done real jail time? How
Money.
like he's a
Money.
How much money? Hey, bro, we wasn't talking about fighter pay. I don't think I know he made some bread, but like, god damn.
he is a felon who has not went to jail. How's that possible?
Shout out to the president.
But hey, facts.
He getting
Fucking
Um,
pardoned.
bullshit.
hey, you hear him curse earlier today?
Yeah,
Man,
yeah.
he just doing shit to do shit at this point, bro. I'm so
Man,
sick of this shit, bro.
I'm so sick of him. Oh my god. The next thing you know, they open up and it's this dude at the fucking games. Like, come on, leave the fights alone, dude. Go somewhere else. Um, yeah, it'll be interesting to see. Hopefully, we are wrong about Ilia Topuria. Hopefully, Ilia gets knocked out or choked out.
What? Hopefully, what are you talking about?
Yeah, that's what I want to happen.
You
I don't.
just said 20 minutes ago you wanted to pick Charles.
I'd wanted to pick Charles.
Mr. Consistency, bro. Consistently
Yes,
fucking
I did want to
inconsistent.
pick Charles, but I can't pick Charles because he's going up against Ilia fucking Topuria. Look at his resume.
Look, bro. All I know is whatever happens this week, it is what it is. We'll have a 155 champion. Who after that? Before we get off, who do you want the winner of Charles Ilya to fight besides a rematch?
I think that they have to. I think they have to, throw Ilya a fun fight and give him a patty.
What
Yes,
the
Make some money.
damn,
Make some
Sky?
money.
Who wants that?
Number one money fight, brother.
no. I actually want that fight.
I don't actually want it, but it's a money fight, and they will
Oh
do
my
it.
god. Patty got to
It's
win one more.
why do we keep
Patty got to
moving the
beat one of the
goalposts?
boys.
He just did.
Who?
Chandler.
Michael Chandler.
Chandler's one of the boys.
They got Patty at 8 right now.
Michael Chandler
Have
is
we
one
just
of the
forgot
boys.
about
Losing
Armin?
record
Do we
in the
even give a
UFC.
damn about Armin?
I
a
hope he never
losing
fights
record.
again.
Yeah, exactly. Fuck Armin. Get him the fuck out of
Well, at
here.
least we can all agree on that.
I
All I
like
got,
Herman.
bro. Michael Chandler has a losing record in the UFC.
Doesn't matter. Cowboys in
Exactly.
the
It
Hall of
doesn't
Fame.
matter until it matters when you change your opinion after
Hey,
somebody beats Michael Chandler.
he's one of the boys. 100%.
He's one of the boys that wants to be the boys, bro.
He's one of your boys.
I would love for him. I would love for him to fight Patty next. For the simple fact, well, a couple reasons. Obviously, one, there is real life beef there, and
Yeah.
I am all about real life beef fights. The
I think
respect and all that shit like that is cool, whatever. I was asking, was that on the pod we were talking about that, like how excited I get when fighters don't touch gloves?
Yeah. No, it wasn't on
Okay.
the pod. It was offline.
Yeah,
AJ's
I
me and
get
you
it.
can touch gloves anytime.
Duh. I really get like so excited when fighters do not touch gloves. I don't know why it excites me because I just think, oh, okay, like we really got a motherfucking problem here. Let's go.
That's
About
because
to
you
see
like
some
me, bro. You
violence.
like pro wrestling.
I do.
That's what it is, bro. I love
Do
that
like
shit too.
yeah.
I get a little wiggle if you smell the rock is cooking.
Wiggle wiggle.
With that being said, you guys, we will be back here tomorrow as always. Wednesdays at
Hey,
Tomorrow.
whoa.
yeah. Sorry.
Real fast. If you are in Vegas this weekend, I'm headed to Vegas to join Sky. Um, comment down below. We will love to meet up with you. We'll be out at the Fan Expo, walking around, asking people interesting quotation questions. But go ahead and comment down below if you're going to be in Vegas. Let's link up. Let's get you on camera. Yeah.
Pause.
Won't be the first, won't be the last. I have an extensive personal library.
Until then, we are out. Peace.
I love y'all.
Love you.